Wait, did that give me? Yes, it did. It gave me a handsome. Alright. Patrola Hunt. Welcome to the new area. Now that our friend Hermes, aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observation hub. So let us seek him out there first. Attired as you are, however, you stand out like a little too much. Our dear Emmett Selk wishes to keep the low profile for his errand, so we know how to make a robe. The basic concept will do. Oh, in that case, Emmett Selk. No, your whim, your responsibility. You're getting not another symbol of ether out of me. Ah, the way he scrapes sometimes. You'd think he wasn't a nigh bottomless font of magic. Hey, well, I shall make the robe, but perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the rescue material. I mean, I know how to make a robe. I mean, I am a weaver, but I can just turn into a weaver and just give me some cloth, give me black cloth and a and we'll be good to go. The first bloom. Where it all started. Yes, these creatures should suffice. Creatures. An etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 pedalories. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 different kinds should serve. Now, I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your ether is still thin compared to ours, you're weak in the... Good luck. Okay. What is... Hey, doing some weird... Wow. I'm gonna be honest, there are just some things you just don't put together, and this is one of them. This thing... No. I do need to be... Sorry. Oh, I was supposed to be... Hang on. I'm supposed to be capturing them. Weird. Oh man, I keep doing it. Keep defeating them instead of actually capturing them, and I'm like, bye. guess we're gonna have to, also... You caught the power? Come, come, let us see. Yes, the fine fellows will do nicely. And now, for a spot of reversion. Ready. Oh, we get our own robes? Nothing fancy, but when we're trying, then we're trying not to stand out. Try it on for something. Turn living beings into clothing just like that. I want to know about this. How about? Well, not just like that. You need to revert them into their constituent first. At least you wonder why I asked for two speed. It's due to the difference in their etheric balance. Blending them allows us to produce garb with superior ability. Well and good to disguise and educate it. But it won't fool anyone who could be worth it. Fair point. But at the very least, it should spare you unwanted attention from casual. I mean, self speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. If someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No. Let's simply say that you're a familiar. The question is whose? Ah, of course, Azem's? If you say you belong to him, people will give you the benefit of the doubt. Any and all outlandish exploring our associates is absent? The lack of his presence, absolutely. Were he here, he'd have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let's continue on our end. Oh! Oh, do we get our own robe? Oh my god, we get our own robe! Look at that! Hold everything. No, stop everything you're doing now. I'm gonna go to the Aetheryte and use it. Is it this one? No, we have to do this now. I have to go and make this a glam. Oh, perhaps I should be careful. Actually, I should probably be careful of wearing such things. Probably putting it on because it might be a massive spoiler, but... I would have to go to Gridania with that. No, wait. Just go to the Enix. Right? Yeah, go to the Enix. What we'll do is we'll put this on. Alright? We'll put this on. And then, we'll set up a thing for this and then go over. Oh, this is so good. I keep my shades though. I hope I keep my shades. Tired of your room. Yeah, well, 80 to burrow. Okay, put that away. Okay, so what was that called? That one. Die free. Hmm. Funny because I have a mask and yet I'm literally just I still wear shades. Nice. Nice. I think I found my most favorite. I oh wait, 87, 87. 6. So we're gonna be here probably until 88. So like the storyline needs to hit level 88. Hello. Hello. Hey. I should probably also take this time to change the leveling number. what was it? Level 6 store. In search of Hermes. If you're ready, let us continue along the path to Agonorius. The place serves as an observation hub and residence boat. Someone there should be able to point us in that direction, the direction of Hermes. I can't believe they just straight up just gave me these robes. Just like, here, have these robes. Yeah, be one of us. It's like, yeah. Oh. No, no. Yes, can I help you? We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Well now, by your mask, I assume you are one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be approved. I see. My lips are sealed. Chief should be out conducting observations as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures. I expect you will find him at one of the pools here. The pools, you say? Many thanks and apologies for disrupting your work. I say, why, I've never met Hermes. You know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether? That I could. As you know, Emmett Selk and I can discern the color of souls. By the same token, we can also see ether quite keenly and from great distance. With this skill, I could readily locate Hermes, but I felt that it would be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment. After all, by searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Epsis and the man in charge of it. That is as much of... This is as much for your own enjoyment, like as not. But point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short dark hair. So you know, it's because we are in Elswede that we don't have our crowls up. A special exception due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you possess any. It's a rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance. I thank you for humoring me. Come, let us find our man. I wish we could wear the mask. But I guess it... Well, I can understand why he said that. The mask... You can't wear the mask here because you're not supposed to hide. Ooh. Wait, you're a... Oh, never mind. You have wings for... Oh. You got wings for hair and a tail. Or like a feathery tail.
Huh. You are...
Oh. Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me?
What the?
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts.
Please stay out of my head,
May we
please.
please be friends?
You don't go into certain parts of my mind.
May we please be friends?
Ah, I see you found him.
It's Ladeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation.
Emmett Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to... Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Wow, that sounded rude.
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
The way they act, freak creatures and stuff, it's like they're gods.
If we
Like
have
they hold
finished
the
with
keys to
perfunctory
life
chit-chat,
itself.
I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
They're offering him a seat.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Namastoma is missing.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
Hey!
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish.
We have those.
The Amistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however. Excuse me.
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Yeah. Hermes was supposed to be the original Fandaniel. You can really tell he's much more calmer and not insane. The one, like I said, the one that was turned Asian Fandaniel was the one that was technically a Nom, and he was just like crazy. He was only Fandaniel by name, but it was really Amnon running the show. But seeing the real Fandaniel, or in this case Hermes, it's like he seems much more reasonable. Hermes admits to have found their quarry, creature known as in this age as an Amarantha. Yet, though he has been safely extracted from the tree, Hermes is going to find himself in quite a predicament. Hermes saw it high in the tree, climbed up to get it, but it jumped on him and oh no. You need a hand? Oh my goodness. No, I'm fine. A little embarrassed. Now, for your own safety, please stand back. Did you just drop to the floor? Yes, you did. Don't ask me for help. You alright? Hermes? Quite alright, yes. My apologies for making you worry, matron. Both you and Ron Stoppable, you are called. An intriguing name, somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Do not coming after me. I beg you. I guess he can't see my ether, so he's not questioning. As for you, little one, you must be more careful. You may be able to fly, but that doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. I've forgotten all about its fellows. Really, what a relief. I must thank Emmett Selk. Turn it down, but first, the distractions out of the way. Chief Zero Ellipse, permit me to welcome you to our facility. Hope you will enjoy your time here. This might be the only chance you'll get. This would be the perfect time to actually... Oh, it's the gemstone trader. Never mind. I thought it was something else, huh? Well, we mustn't keep the others waiting. Let us return to... You wore the robes too. That player is actually wearing the robes. I glammed mine. I'm close to 89. My apologies for the trouble. Owing to your kind assistance, all the others are safe and well. I will probably send them back to their space. You would go on ahead to the main building. Upon entering, you will see a table and chairs meeting area. You may speak there. Very well, take care not to let the group slip away again. I hope we just straight up say, hey, we're from the future, we have a problem in our world called the final days, and we kind of need answers now about this thing. We'll explain how it all works.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins.
Aww. I think it'd be safe.
What? Will I have to remove you by force?
There are reasons. I have important things to say to him.
Yes, I'm sure your business with Hermes is quite pressing. You may speak with him to your heart's content after ours is concluded.
I do not object to his attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe he can be trusted. Meteon would not have taken to him so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself, do you hear?
So, it's finally happened, then.
Aye. Van Daniels declared his intention to step down, and named you as his preferred successor.
Oh! So Van Daniel was a title, not a... M itself is a
In
title,
recognition
too.
of your knowledge and your works, the convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Fandaniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all.
Oh.
I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Fandaniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Death?
Return to the star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful. Always.
So they're immortal, but when they believe they've done their purpose and lived their lives to the fullest extent that they believe, they die. They ask for death so that they can return to the star, aka the ethereal sea.
Are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all.
It must be so weird. Like their concept of death.
I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
It's just our concept of death is different from what we normally experience. Like, they live forever, and then they can choose when you finally pass away. And it seems most of the time, once they believe they've done all they can, then they will just pretty much off themselves. But for us, it's a finite time limit. It's a time limit. It's like we only have so much time compared to them. Sorry, Ron, I didn't want to walk. Perhaps we can go for a walk. So, really crazy concept. Hermes gets sad when he talks about death. When others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am. How he made me. An empath. Don't worry, I'm fine now. Why did you come here? I think you already know. You want to learn about ellipses and Hermes? Oh, I'll teach you. I can teach you. We can take turns. I tell you something and you tell me something. Sounds like fun. It will be. Where to start? Yes, let's talk to Menum. He should be near the Aetherite. It's not good. I'm not good at explaining what Menum is, so I'll have him explain instead. Okay. For the shop. Keep my little creation fed. I wonder where's. Hey, did you say 5 color? Discuss the Aetherite. Ah, the Aetherite. Anyone could use it to teleport anywhere. Well, maybe not anywhere. To the ground or other aisles. For that, you need teleporters. Oh, and permission. And what have we here? Though you look like a person you could easily pass for a toy, I assume you are familiar like Maiden? Is there something you need? This is Ronald. Can you teach him about Elvis? Ah, a newly arrived familiar, is he? Very well. I should be glad to introduce her. Fair facility to him. As you know, it's mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of that duty, we employ creation magics to bring forth new light. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world, for it would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine our fitness to exist. Testing which is conducted here in Elvis. Every candidate is subjected to a rigorous study, in which we identify their properties, surmise what habitat might be suitable, and speculate as to the effects they may have on the environment and other species. Should it be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it will be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you, too, were created with the hope of making the star a better place, so heed your masters well and be good. Okay? Well, man. You had a turn, now I get a turn. Where did you come from? From a place facing a great threat. Such a place? Yeah. But this place is important to you, I can feel it. Oh, my power, I haven't told you about it. A creation. Let's find a creation. One not being watched. Then I'll explain my... No. No. It's the bird. They exist even here. Creation is perfect. But I don't remember seeing it before. Perhaps it's new. Or old. Anyway. I'll try reading its mind. That's my power. Just read mine. It's just like, what are you doing over there? Huh, I can't read it. Or maybe there's nothing to read. Wait, please wait. I'll try again with you this time. Oh, you don't want to go in there. Oh, we've done this already. This is my power. I can read the emotions of those around me and affect my emotions for those. I'm not actually speaking to you in your mind. Rather, you're converting my emotions to words and intention. The process performed subconsciously by intelligent life form. This ability is vital to my mission, for it allows me to interact with intelligent beings today. Even should they communicate via unknown languages, other non-verbal means. As a consequence, I'm clumsy at speaking. Yet, through struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to spend as much as possible for. Wants me to speak as much as possible for everyone, thoughts and feelings that they may wish to hide. I harbor affection for you that is difficult to define. Aside from the fact that you share common traits with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic. They draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect for your privacy, I will refrain from using my power when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know that I wish to be your friend. You hear me? Good. Now it's my turn again. So what are you good at? Oh. Crafting. I'm the best at crafting. Oh, not crafting. Not creating, but crafting. Putting things together with your hands. That sounds like fun. I can't use creation magic, but maybe I can learn to craft. What is this bird? What is with this bird? But I think I might be bothering it. No. Let's keep going. We'll go and see Aethero next. She's usually in a small building. One in the west row. We're not bothering it. It's just how it is. It just does that. And it's just disturbing. Wait, I've seen these enemies. Wow. Yeah, we've seen these enemies. It's kind of like we ran into the enemy creation room. This place feels like the dev room for all the monsters in the game. And more than that, too. Not only monsters, but like probably animals and... Oh, wow. It's a matron. We bought a friend today. Hiding zoom. An apple. You make me an apple? Kind Hermes likes, covered in syrup. I want to share it raw. Oh, candied apples. Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat. Made to do so. I seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share others' feelings. Taking Hermes' likes for your own. In any case, I can't prepare an apple now, but I'll bring one for Hermes. I'll bring one for Hermes sooner. I'm sorry, Ron. I wanted to show you my favorite thing. Then I could ask about yours, but I failed. Tell me what. Tell her. Yes, yes, I feel it. Your joy and happiness. And it makes me happy too. Thanks for sharing it with me, Colonel. Well, we've walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has fishes talking too. Shall we go and see? I've only known her for pretty much for like half an hour. But if something happens to her, I will destroy this whole place and not care. I will annihilate this, the first, and everything. And then myself. If something happens to her. I will uninstall this game if something happens to her. And never play it again. There you are. I can see the fresh air has done Patreon good. Ronald wanted to learn about you and Nixon. Told him. About this place, about my power, about your favorite. I'm not sure if that last one was any of you. Or it will be. I do appreciate your keeping Matrix company. While you were away, I finished speaking with. Finished, hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation. So we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with a section of your work. I apologize. It's been decided that Emmett Sucker will accompany me as I tend to my. To learn more, perhaps you would like to come. I'm compelled to remind you that he is in no way associated with the convocation. We simply chance to meet at. There's no guarantee that the matters we discuss will. I do not mind. I see the joy his presence brings Matron. I cannot imagine our mysterious friend harbors malicious intent. Ronald is kind. He taught me as much as I taught him. You're coming, of course, to watch Hermes. You're bound to learn lots and lots. Oh, that's terrible looking. Oh no. Please, let me put the glamour back on. Please, I beg you. Lives apart. If everyone is ready, there are a few creations I need to check on. First, we shall return to the spot where we found our wayward Ambrosia. Have care when you step outside a hub, where there may be unruly creatures about. Okay. Oh, and there's the side quest. But we're not gonna do them right now. We'll do them tomorrow. Right now, I just want to get as far as I can into the main story. And then tomorrow morning, I will actually backtrack and just do all the side quests I can. This here is a new species of Pentaruda we recently set loose. has been doing very well, managing to maintain a stable existence thus far. If it can see its observation period to the end without issue, we shall release it onto the world. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entities? It is the presence of a soul, yet the soul isn't something you can choose to have at will. No, it manifests only in those beings whose form adheres to the laws of creation that can endure on their own. Beings that do not fulfill this requirement, such as those spontaneously born of magic or natural phenomenon, do not have souls. No matter how much it might resemble flora or fauna, if it lacks a soul, then it is considered an arcane entity. So you see, it is not for mankind to decide what is living. That domain lies beyond our manipulation, and it's hubris to assume otherwise. Okay. Come, let us head to the nearby beacon. I've received a report that arcane entities have gathered there. So this has a soul. So this creature has a soul, right? Are you saying that in time the soul infused with it to make it an actual... Game is confusing me again. Then again, these are the rules of the past for them, not for the current state of things, for our reality. Or at least Eorzea or Heideman's. Oh, what are they? Those are sprites. Ah yes, lightning from just this what's that? Those are sprites. Although we call this structure a beacon due to its form, it's in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the owl airborne and maintains climate there on Palan. In the course of its operation, it often sees an internal shift towards a given element. Right now, that element is lightning, which draws the pheromone here to replenish their ether. Faye is busy. You care to assist her in her stead and feed the phone? Feed them. By using this lightning converger, you can harness ambient lightning, focus it into a ball. A veritable feast for our dazzling friends. Huh? Ah, there's the orbs, okay. Perfectly done on a look. Aww. How they gather to feed. They express themselves through their actions, despite their lack of words. Speech is not the sole defining characteristics of a thinking, feeling creature, nor is silence an indication that they do not possess these qualities. Be it a soulless arcane entity such as the Firm, or an ephemeral life forms such as all seek to perpetuate their existence, survive. Metreon, a living being? Good question. I can answer it from a theological standpoint, but it ultimately falls on the bureau of the architect to pass judgment. Those with exceptional vision, such as Heidegger, may be able to ascertain her true nature. To me, it doesn't matter. She is herself. That is all I need to know. Oh, you finished already? I'm sorry, I was been worried. Not to worry, my dear. It's nothing of note. We still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next, we will head east to the Morning Dew. I need to speak with some observers there. Yeah. If he was meant to be the next Fan Daniel, and the one that was meant to take control instead of Anam, yeah, it probably would have been much more something. I don't know, but everything would have been different. We probably would have liked him. We would have liked him a lot more when it instead of the Fan Daniel that we had to deal with.